Hi, my name is Tiffany, and I just wanted to create this video to upload to my channel. I've posted a few shorts um, with some updates and what I'm going to be talking about, but it doesn't have to be limited to that. But I am a former healthcare worker. I'm a mom of three. I stay at home, and dad goes to work. Blessed to stay at home, actually. It's a nice, because it's just as much work, if not more, being a stay-at-home mom, and I'm sure a lot of you know that. So it's never ending, but it's worth it. So anything I talk about is going to be my opinion on the journey that I've had so far with my daughter and autism. My daughter is 6. She will be 7 in May, and we just this year got her, well, at the end of last year, 2022, we got her autism diagnosis. The journey has been rough, to say the least. Not much guidance from, healthcare professionals, and so it's been rough. And I just wanted to share my experience, and anything that I've experienced may not be what you've experienced. So that's a little bit about me. My daughter Brody, she is, like I said, 6. She's gonna be 7 in May. And then my next is Cash, she's 4, and the baby just turned 2. I call him the baby. His name's Duke. So girl, boy, boy. And so far Brody's the only one that I've had that has any developmental delays or any issues. I say quote unquote issues because I've never taught her that anything's wrong with her. So we're just kind of working through life, how she sees it, and it's been interesting. It's really interesting and fun with her, but it's also a challenge, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Like I said, so this is just my opinion. It's not advice for anyone. We live in the state of Arizona, so things might be different from where you're from. But when she was about 2, we started to notice, well, other people started to comment, family mainly, that, she wasn't doing what other kids her age were doing, or, as far as talking and stuff like that. And for me personally, I don't compare my kids to each other, and I don't compare them to other kids, because all kids are different. Not any two are the same. So I had a hard time with that, because at what point, especially being a new mom, a first-time mom, you don't really know what to expect. There's no handbook, of course, as you know. So I wanted to give her the time to, take the time she needed. But we did shortly after 2, we did start giving her speech therapy and occupational therapy, which did work. It helped, but there was still some behavior issues, and I can look back now and say that there were behavior issues, but at the time I did not know that that's what it was. So she ended up really being evaluated for preschool, but she was put into the developmental preschool, which is just kind of for kids who have a delay, than normal 3-year-olds, because that's when they start here. So she went into that class for half day, 3 or 4 hours, and she continued to get speech and occupational therapy. And some days she would have great days and they were great, and other days they would be not good and really not good. So we even still just take the days as they come, knowing that the next day is going to be a new day. And so we did get some help from the school, but at this point the pediatrician, her regular pediatrician, was like, hey, if you have any concerns, here's a list of doctors. If you want to get her seen by a developmental pediatrician, go for it. Here's who you call. And so there was not really much guidance there. It's like they just didn't want to have anything to do with it. So cut to finding a developmental pediatrician, we had to get on a wait list for that. And that was over a year of a wait list. So that was rough. And